Test, test. People.
Yep, we do have those.
Or their name. If you can give them to them while I'm getting.
Yep.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I know we're late, so anybody who's watching, we're off by 4 minutes, so I apologize. But we had a little technical difficulty, which we've already resolved, and we appreciate all the help that everybody has been providing us. I'm going to welcome everybody to the JJPOC meeting today, and I'm excited about some of the things that we're going to talk about today because it's all about the future.
I apologize. If you have your laptop on, please mute yourself. And the sound, turn off the sound.
Yeah. Just so that we don't have to hear ourselves over and over again. I want to welcome everybody to JJPOC, and I would like to ask my co-chair if he has any words of wisdom first. At all.
Okay.
This one, if somebody gets out of control,
Oh,
hit that button.
okay.
And it turns everybody off.
You have to use it on me. I hope not. They'll be on my best behavior.
Secret weapon.
You know, new room, new features. This is exciting. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for making time to attend the December 14th JJPOC meeting. As Rep. Walker said, this is about the future, and we have some announcements to make, but I'm wondering if we should approve the minutes first to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. I'll just get through our housekeeping matters. And first, we hope that you received the draft meeting minutes from the November 23rd JJPOC meeting. Are there any questions or input on the draft minutes?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Director Roberge.
couple of small changes, please, on the second page under JBCSSD. In the first sentence, it should be Judicial Branch Court Support Services Division, not Justice and Behavioral Support and Juvenile Services and Detention. And then in the last part of that the same paragraph, can you just strike local juvenile probation supervisor from that sentence, please? Please contact the residential center. Thank you.
Perfect.
Do we have those changes? Do we have the changes?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Director. The members of the Talladega Justice staff have heard your requests and are making those changes to the draft minutes. Anything further? Ms. Bromley?
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted, my first name is just spelled incorrectly.
Oh my gosh,
It's with
the
a C.
K.
Mine's a C. Erica Nowakowski's a K. So
I'm Mark with a C, so I'm sympathetic to
Thank
Ms.
you.
Bromley's input, so that should not be a problem for me. Any other input from the committee? I seek a motion for approval of the draft minutes. Thank you, Director. And a second, please. Thank you, Doctor. Appreciate it. All those in favor of the meeting minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. And any abstentions? Very good. The meeting minutes have been adopted. And we wanted just to acknowledge some changes to our JJPOC family. I believe this is the first meeting that Attorney Semino from the Division of Public Defender Services has joined us. She's been attending at least the last meeting to observe the JJPOC in action, and now this is her first time as a member of the committee. So, Attorney, we're grateful you're here, and thank you so much for your participation.
You want to say something? No. Okay.
Okay. The public defenders are a critical part of our group, and we're glad that you're here. Since I had the mic, I'll just make an announcement regarding the co-chair role for the gender responsiveness subgroup that is being developed within the JJPOC. Many members have participated in its creation and have worked to get its work off the ground. And we're very pleased to announce that Dr. Sukhmani Singh, who's an assistant professor from the School of Social Work at UConn, will be serving as co-chair alongside, that is co-chair by Representative Gilchrist. And we'll be talking more about that subgroup in the future, but excited for Dr. Singh to bring her expertise. I've heard her present at different committees, including the Sentencing Commission, and found her to bring penetrating and insightful and deep analysis of data and the research and best practice, but a lot of heart into bringing those with lived experiences into the picture. She was speaking on an adult matter regarding individuals who were convicted of charges prior to the age of 18 and received early parole consistent with the U.S. Supreme Court ruling. And she brought the experiences of those individuals into the work that she did, and also on the personal stories and accounts. So excited to have that scholarship and expertise come to our group.
I'd like to also recognize Reverend Dancy. Reverend Dancy is now going to be an official voting member of the JJPOC. Reverend Dancy has been with us going through this whole process of juvenile justice reform for the last 20 years. And he also has provided to our family an opportunity of information and support, and also just history and things that have happened in his life. And he should have, we should have moved this a long time ago, but as we add, we grow, and as we grow, we recognize. And Reverend Dancy, I thought I saw him. I'm looking around. Oh, there he is, way down there. I want to welcome you, sir, to the voting body, and we are so happy to have you. And thank you for everything that you've done for our kids and representing them in many of our conversations. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Representative Walker. I'm really thrilled to be a part of this august committee. And I want to thank my partners in the Community Expertise Work Group for nominating me. It's a great honor. As you said, over 20 years plus working with directly impacted youth and their families. It's been an honor to represent them. And I see JPOC as part of the solution and not the problem. Anything that we can do to keep our kids out of jails and prisons and institutions, we need to do, and we have been doing, and I'm excited about moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for all you've done and always being a consistent voice. So thank you.
And I think we did receive news of Commissioner Durantis will be transitioning from her role in leading the Department of Children and Families. I know she was someone I remember in the very beginning days of the administration, was a commissioner that the governor was so proud to bring forward, someone who worked her way in a whole wide array of positions within the Department of Children and Families, living day-to-day front lines, serving young people and their families across Connecticut, very vulnerable people who count on that department, and it really drove her to work every day to make a difference in those lives, all the way toward reaching the position of commissioner. I think this is not our last meeting with the commissioner, thankfully. That's probably why I'm holding back my emotions here. We'll get one more meeting with her to properly thank her for her service to the department, to young people and their families, and to this committee. And if there's any saving grace, I think in the news that we received, it's that the Deputy Commissioner Hill Lilly, whom we've been able to benefit from, whose expertise we've been able to benefit from along the years, has been nominated to serve as the next commissioner of that department. So it's an example of the deep bench you built, madam, and the continuity that exists for DCF. Don't you care to speak at this point, or we would
No,
love to?
you want to say something now? No, I didn't think so. We'll get you next month, okay? Thank you.
And,
I'm excited about something that we all have been working for very much for the last few months. We had a relationship with JJPOC.
so sorry.
I'm going to move him over here. But we just for anybody's edification, we have a button up here that if somebody starts talking and we tell them to be quiet and they don't want to be, we can hit this button and it shuts their microphone off, but it also shuts the other chairs off too. So anyhow, but we have been working with a woman who is now head of OJJDP, a phenomenal woman who basically started training us about JJPOC. I mean, about juvenile justice, Liz Ryan. And so we talked with her, and now we in Connecticut have now won an award from JJDP. And I want my co-chair to talk about it for a second.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I will avoid any further use of that button. Getting carried away up here. Indeed, this is late breaking news. It was announced this morning from the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention that Connecticut and Nebraska were won in awards to rejoin the Title II Formula Grant program, and that will make our state eligible for more than $600,000 in funding to prevent delinquency, protect system-involved youth, and improve their juvenile justice outcomes. There's a national grant program that states across the country work by implementing a variety of requirements consistent with federal law to receive the funding. And that entitles states to receive funds that can be used to support youth in their states, job training, mental health and behavioral health treatment, community-based prevention, intervention program, school programs to prevent truancy, and states can also benefit from training and technical assistance. You certainly remember that Director Ryan was on site in March coming for the JJPOC, and she delivered technical assistance to a variety of stakeholders and state agencies. And this will enable us not only to receive the funding, technical assistance, but also community and partnership with states across the country that are also participating in this grant program. TAO helped us sustain the funding for the program in some intervening years, but by becoming a re-participating state, we'll be able to benefit from the full array of value that comes from this grant program. And Director Ryan shared some remarks in her announcement regarding her excitement that this Connecticut will be participating. And she described how her staff worked closely with states, as Rep. Walker said, on doing the hard work in the last several months to rejoin. And with these formula grants from the federal government, states and territories can direct funding to address their unique needs, improving JJ systems and enhancing prevention and intervention. I'm really hoping that the funding and participation in the grant program will help us to spur the innovation that the committee pushes for, really in every meeting, to fill gaps, to fund pilots, to expand, to meet the needs and goals that we have as a committee. And we've been preparing for the work that lies ahead. We have a juvenile justice specialist that joined OPM, who's been working with technical assistance providers, federal funders, other states, to prepare so that we weren't waiting until the announcement came in today to hit the ground running. A key part of the work is having a state advisory group to oversee the work. And there are some pretty strict guidelines for the SAG. And when Connecticut was a former participant, there was actually a whole separate group that did the work. And what I'm excited about is merging those efforts with the JJPOC. We're going to explore the right fit within the committee to house that work. And we will provide an announcement at a future meeting as early as January to walk you through the SAG and its requirements so that we can ensure that the voices of the committee are helping to guide the work on the grant program. So exciting news that came in just before our meeting, and it portends some positive, high impact work that lies ahead.
I want to personally thank Mark and Maurice because they held the grant to their heart and worked on it for quite some time for us. And I think that it's going to be incredible to continue working collaboratively with other states because it gives us an opportunity to look at what we're doing and also to move ahead in other areas. I know when we first started juvenile justice reform, that's what they did with us in the very beginning. They took us to other states, and that was also when we started to realize that we were doing everything in the right direction. Not everything right, but we were going in the right direction. And so I want to thank Mark and Maurice for hard work and say that I'm excited about it also. So let's move right on.
Absolutely. Without further ado, we wanted to thank again Ms. Rose for herself and her students who are here today. I learned a bit about the students' final exam schedule. It's daunting. I know we have some University of New Haven teachers, instructors, and students who are here. So this is certainly a time of year, a lot of academic related stress, but I enjoyed talking to the gentleman on my way in and learned about an exam that was just taken in math, got some upcoming creative writing assignments, English, and science. But I tried to assure the gentleman that they did really well in their exams, and it's not uncommon to doubt yourself walking out. That's what I always did, and they had nothing to doubt. It was really inspiring to talk to them, and gratitude for making time to come participate in our meeting today, despite the many priorities they're managing.
So I would like to appreciate them for being here. I know this is what we're not supposed to do, but I'd like to give a standing ovation for these kids.
And
We
very,
need to continue to support you and appreciate you and tell you math isn't the worst thing in the world. So thank you guys. And please, we want you to come back and